ShareTweetCNN's White House correspondent April Ryan was reeling from the Mueller report vindicating President Donald Trump. In response, the CNN reporter went full-on medieval, telling Sarah Huckabee Sanders that her head should be lopped off, claiming the report proved the press secretary was a horrible liar. Well, that's when Sarah Sanders utterly scorched Ryan, and she didn't even see it coming. You'll love this. Sarah Sanders' job as the White House press secretary is one of the most difficult and challenging jobs in the Trump administration. The mainstream media are always out to trap her. It's a room full of vipers against Sarah Sanders during press conferences, and they want to see her fail. They bombard her with ridiculous questions and lash out with snarky remarks. Which brings us to April Ryan, who works for one of the biggest fake news outlets. CNN decided the Mueller report caught Sarah Sanders in a horrendous lie. After that deep state traitor James Comey was fired by Trump as his FBI director, Sarah said in the ensuing press conference that the White House had heard from countless FBI agents who had lost confidence in Comey. According to the Mueller report, they could not ascertain that there were countless FBI agents who lost confidence in Comey. That's Sarah's big lie. Well, of course, Comey's best friend Mueller would make sure this little piece to save Cardinal Comey's face was included in his report. The funny thing is most Americans had lost all respect for Comey. However, CNN's April Ryan decided this so-called big lie by Sarah Sanders should merit her losing her head. Not only does Sanders not have any credibility left, she lied, Ryan said on CNN. She outright lied, and the American people can't trust her. They can't trust what's said from the president's mouthpiece, spokesperson, from the people's house. Therefore, she should be let go. She should be fired. End of story. When there is a lack of credibility there, you have to start lopping the heads off, Ryan added. It's fire me Thursday or fire me Good Friday. She needs to go. Well, Sarah Sanders wasn't going to let that go. Sanders called the remark a new low for Ryan, who has had run-ins with administration spokespeople on more than one occasion. I've had reporters say a lot of things about me. They said I should be choked, they said I deserve a lifetime of harassment, but I certainly have never had someone say that I should be decapitated, Sanders said. This takes us to a new low even for the liberal media. It just once again proves why this journalist isn't taken seriously. I spent the weekend with my family thinking about the things we're grateful for, she said. One of the things I'm most grateful for is all of the things the president has accomplished. Our team needs to remain focused on how we keep pushing those things that actually help Americans and not engage in petty fights with journalists that are just looking for a couple more minutes on TV. Sarah made sure to make CNN squirm by adding, I think this president has a great 6 years ahead of him. And Sanders wasn't the only one in her family to give the disgraced April Ryan a rebuttal. Sarah's loving father, Governor Mike Huckabee, had a few choice words for CNN and April Ryan. How does a person sit there in that space at the White House press room claiming to be a reporter and journalist and have such over-the-top opinions about the White House press secretary who does, yes, happen to be my daughter, Gov. Huckabee said. Sure, Pops is a little sensitive about it. But I think it was outrageous, and CNN never called her out. And many Americans backed up their beloved press secretary, like Twitter user Patriot Warrior, who tweeted, Sarah H. Sanders' credibility is beyond reproach, and her high character places her in a league of her own that cannot be tarnished by a sleazy vindictive Mueller report intended to destroy Trump. CNN has zero credibility. When fools speak, no one listens. These leftist reporters are a bunch of crybabies and sore losers. They have perpetuated the biggest hoax on the American people for over 2 years, claiming our president was somehow a Russian agent. They promised Robert Mueller would reveal the truth of what they claimed. Yet when they are smacked hard with facts proving they have been lying, they lash out at Sarah Sanders. April Ryan is a disgrace. But what do we expect from CNN? Thank God Sarah has the strength to tackle these dim-witted reporters. She really has been a national treasure, battling the dark forces and making sure Americans get the truth about President Trump. Share tweet.